Yeah. Oh, yeah, you bet. It'll be loud enough for sure. All right. Ready? All good? All right. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm barely here, getting over this flu stuff, so stay away from me so you guys don't get it too. Just kidding. In all seriousness, we are glad everybody's here this morning. I'm here with Councilmember Brandon Johnson, who, and just about forgot his name, Brandon Johnson, who is going to be doing the media briefing with me this morning. Mayor Longwell is attending in his duties as president of the League of Kansas Municipalities today. And so we have the honor. I guess it takes two of us to do the one job that he does. We'll try to make him proud. Today we're going to be discussing neighborhood grants and community tax preparation. We'll also have a little bit of something about Eisenhower National Airport at the very end. So right now I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Councilmember Johnson to talk to you about the District 1 neighborhood grants.
Awesome. Thank you, Councilmember Clendenin. My title is actually interim mayor. As the mayor left, he said I was in charge, so I'll go ahead and take that one. But again, thank you all. Happy to be here today discussing opportunities in District 1. So we have, I began working on these neighborhood improvements before I was running for office. It was definitely a big part of our platform. So I'm glad to be a part of having this opportunity to allow residents the chance to have a personal impact on our community. In September of last year, the council approved $124,000 of HIAT funding for the District 1 program. These funds are intended to provide assistance that is not otherwise available to income qualifying individuals. So up to $1,500 is available to income qualifying individuals in District 1 for things like residential sidewalk repair, tree trimming or removal that presents a clear and existing danger to human life or the integrity of the structure, and address deed issues in order to establish legal home ownership. And if you remember, that was a key part of what we talked about in helping out with the issues of homes in our community, especially some of those dilapidated homes. And this will help people establish legal ownership of those. Applications for District 1 Neighborhood Grant Program are now available online and at Atwater Neighborhood Resource Center at 2755 East 19th Street. Grant applications for special projects will be considered on a case-by-case basis. District 3 also has similar programs, and I'll let Councilmember Clendenin tell you more about that.
Thank you, Councilmember Johnson. So when we sold the Hyatt, there were $1 million that went to each district, and the council members were able to determine what they wanted to do in those districts. So similar to District 1, in September of last year, the City Council approved $500,000 of Hyatt sale proceeds at my direction for the grant program in District 3. We are focusing on two types of grants in District 3. The first one is neighborhood physical improvement grants, which are available for projects that beautify streetscapes, public spaces, and green spaces in District 3, which is south and southeast Wichita. Up to $100,000 per project is available to be used for these improvements, such as playgrounds, common areas, park amenities, community gardens, neighborhood markers, and the same. The second grant that we're going to be providing in District 3 are neighborhood preservation grants. There will be as much as $50,000 per project available for programs and services that improve health, public safety, and the welfare of a neighborhood. And so it has to kind of fit within those parameters for the neighborhood preservation grant. This will include activities or services that generate new neighborhood connections, grow an organization that is helping out in neighborhoods, or education that develops neighborhood leadership and promotes neighborhood involvement. These are those are the sorts of things that help fight crime, that help us to get to know one another. They help to fight blight just by neighbors being neighborly, getting to know one another, and being involved. Grant applications for both District 1 and District 3 will be reviewed and evaluated by a grant review committee appointed pursuant to the city ordinance number 50-585. The applications will be found at wichita.gov on the City Council Districts 1 and 3 pages. Now, I'm going to have Councilmember Johnson to tell you a little bit about another thing going on in the City of Wichita, and that's the City of Wichita's tax preparation program.
Thank you, Councilmember Clendenin. Tax season is right around the corner. The Neighborhood Resource Centers are gearing up once again for free tax preparation. The service will be available at all 3 centers again this year, Atwater, Evergreen, and Colvin. You can schedule a tax appointment by calling your nearest center. You can find those numbers on wichita.gov. Last year, the returns filed at the centers put more than $1 million back into the Wichita economy. And I'll let Councilmember Clendenin share our last good news of the day from our Eisenhower National Airport.
Thank you, sir. So finally, some good news. Actually, it's all been good news today, but this is some good news on a citywide scale. Eisenhower Airport in 2017 set another passenger record with a total of 1,620,240 passengers arriving and departing Wichita. The previous record year was set in 2008. So we've taken about 9 years or 8 years to get there, but that record was 1,619 and 75. 1 million, I apologize, 619 and 75 passengers. Compared to 2016, the 2017 passengers were increased by 1.12%. Although the 2017 total surpasses 2008 record by less than 1%, the record is significant based on the changes that have been happening in the industry. And I think you'll find this interesting. In 2008, there were 29% more flights and 15% more seats on 9 airlines in Wichita. 4 of those airlines don't even exist today. Those are AirTran, Continental, Northwest, and US Airways. And so we're pretty excited to be blazing the trail at Eisenhower National Airport, and we're looking forward to another potentially record-breaking year. We're pretty excited that that new airport has done tremendous things for our city, and so we will look forward to better things to come. We will take questions at this time on anything you might have.
Do you want to announce a baseball team?
No, I don't want to announce a baseball team. Actually, I wouldn't know who to announce. That is probably one of the closest guarded secrets in the city of Wichita. So I'll defer to the mayor on that one.
Do you know when it will be announced?
I don't. I'm full of great news for you today. I apologize.
And do you have any comments on the Finch lawsuits?
You know, I don't think we have any official comments. I will say, because I haven't had a chance to, that it's a tragedy. I think everybody in Wichita right now are feeling absolutely horrible, and we're going to allow everything to continue to play out, and wish everyone the best through everything.
Can you count passengers at the airport? Is it round trip, or is it like how does that number get?
It's total. It's total. So arrivals and departures.
So if we do a round trip, that would, someone flying round trip is actually contributed to.
Valerie Wise with the airport.
The record is total passengers, so arriving and departing passengers total.
So if I was to leave and then come back 2 weeks later, that's just one? Or is that?
That's a total of enplaned and deplaned passengers.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Mr. should have talked about my proclamations.